I saw Boston transform from a department that didn't really practice community policing to actually adopting it and transitioning towards it and actually flourishing. And so much so that we became known as some of the best in the country in doing community policing. It's a philosophy more so than anything else. What we're trying to do is to put the citizens first at the center of all we do. We want to partner with them, we want to hear from them, we need their feedback, we need them to give us priorities on how we should be using our resources when they see our humanity. And they can identify with that, and we can identify with them. That usually goes a long way to help build trust. I need to make sure people understand what it is that we're doing, who we're here to serve, so we can actually make sure that people feel safe and secure just by our presence. And so we use data as much as possible to make sure that we put people in the right place at the right time. We're trying to partner again with the public because, believe it or not, they know the neighborhoods better than we know the neighborhoods. With their input and our input around data, we will definitely enhance our ability to provide public safety.
I think community policing to me means to be involved, to be giving of yourself. As a human being, we constantly want to help others. I think it's innately in us, and I think community policing is just that. It's wanting to be a leader in the community and being a police officer, one and the same. It's not about us as individuals, it's not about us as police officers. It's about what are the needs about the community, or what do people want, and how do we meet them where they're at.
We're a very, very safe city, but one thing about safety is not something that you can sit back and relax. You have to continuously do it because crime and criminals evolve too. Specialized units are very important. They're highly skilled, trained individuals that are police officers. They specialize in absolutely getting the people who are driving the violence, and it's really important that we have them.
I didn't apply to the bomb unit because I wanted to be the first female. I wanted to be a bomb tech, you know. I think my experience during the Boston Marathon bombings back in 2013 kind of set me up this path of trying to understand like why that day happened and maybe be part of something that would prevent that from ever happening. There's only about 3,000 bomb techs in the entire country. That's kind of basically protecting the entire country. So recruitment is, we could always need more people to come and want to apply for these positions. They have so many opportunities where you don't just have to do one thing. Like your day-to-day is always different. You can take the detective's exam, the specialty units, like my unit and the K9 unit, hazmat, harbor patrol. There's a lot of avenues where you can go and build your career. We are called to a lot of negative things, but I think if you just have that one day that you can make a difference in someone's life, it makes it worth it. It brings you back to remembering why you wanted to do this in the first place.
Each section of the city is very different, very unique, its own culture, its own, sometimes languages for that matter. Community CompStat, which is something new that we're trying to present, is actually to go out in each section of the community to empower the public in those communities by providing data around what's going on in their neighborhood so that they understand what's happening. We need to educate them about exactly what these statistics mean, what's happening, and then get their feedback as well on what priorities they would like us to have. Why not use our resources to meet the needs of the public where they are?
Youth Connect is a violence prevention, intervention, and advocacy program of Boys and Girls Clubs of Boston in partnership with the Boston Police Department. We place clinical social workers in police stations all throughout Boston to work with young people that officers are concerned about. We provide holistic and comprehensive mental health services and interventions to young people between the ages of 10 to 24 who might be engaging in some risky behaviors or high-risk behaviors that could lead to arrest.
JEGO is a nonprofit organization that was created to help give Latinos a bigger voice inside the city of Boston and the department specifically. And since then, we've grown to an organization that has all different demographics, all different backgrounds in order to try to build relationships with the community and diversify police departments. Well, I think at the end of the day, we want departments, not just in Boston, but across the country, to be representative of the population. And it's important to be able to see yourself in certain roles. And so the different demographics that we have representative in a department, more than likely you're going to have young kids being able to identify themselves or see themselves in that role down the road.
I see that not only the recruitment, but the women that come on are invested in the community. We have the camaraderie, we go to events, and there's 40 plus women, and the young girls can see us. And it just shows that no matter, being a woman, that this job is for you and it's welcoming. We want women on the police department and we value what they bring because they do bring different perspective and different skill sets. And I think the department is really trying to recruit that and say, we want you to be part of this organization. And I think that when women see this organization grow and see other women on the department, they see themselves that they could have a role and that they do have opportunities. And I think we've shown that your journey is important and it makes you a very unique police officer, that your journey isn't the same as everyone.
In 2019, we started the pre-academy training program in order to help people get prepared for an academy. We were seeing that people were failing out at a significant rate, specifically people of color and women. A lot of times minorities don't have that same opportunity to get the insight from a family member or a friend or a coworker or whatever it may be. So we kind of created this environment so that people could have that same sentiment. From there, we created our PT meetups, which is a year-round free physical fitness training for people that want to either get in shape, work out with police officers, or if they have a goal of becoming a police officer, start their process early on. We also created a civil service prep course to help people get prepared for the civil service exam. So really every step of the way, we're helping community members accomplish their goals of becoming police officers.
We have 42 women right now in this class, and there's 134 recruits. Not only in this class, they are squad leaders, they are leaders, they have been taking on the challenge, they are leading the way, and they are so eager to go on and so eager to learn, work, and grow.
At the core of who we are as police officers, we want to do good. We don't want to hurt people. We don't want to get into the worst case scenarios. We really just are here to make people feel safe. And I think that if we have the ability to do that, we'll get more people to join the department.
It's the language they speak. It's the journey they had, where they came from. Boston is going to have this next generation of recruits that really are part of the community and that grew up in the community and that want to be part of the community and make a difference.
We have so many people that are mission driven and care about the public. But the fact is that when we give back, it's not even working. Most of the officers, when they build the trust with the community, they don't feel as though this is a job. They feel as though this is an opportunity to create more friendships and actually help people. And it makes the officers feel good. It goes to the officers' wellness as well. So it is not just a one-sided coin. We both get something from it. If you want to give back to society, if you want to give back to the public and serve people, there's no better job than doing what we do here in the police department. And so we want people that want to serve the public.